Spurs were dreaming of Eze in a Tottenham shirt. But Tottenham are always the bridesmaid. They are never the bride. Tottenham keep booking the venue. But there's always someone else getting married in it. Tottenham pay for the band, but it is the Arsenal anthem that will be being played all night long. All night. Look, I'm so excited. I don't know if you can tell. I am buzzing that Arsenal have just signed Eze. But I genuinely want to ask you, where do you see him fitting into this Arsenal team? Do you see him being played centrally? Or do you think he starts straight out on that left wing? Look, people might be wondering, am I the type of Arsenal fan who will sit on camera and take the mick out of Tottenham because they've lost their number one target? You better believe I am. I can't believe we've signed Eze. This is the type of player we've been waiting for. We're going to speak about it. Before we do, though, you know the drill. My name is Jed, and if you can help me out quickly, just hit like and subscribe on this video. It helps me so much. So, Eze to Arsenal. This is the type of mercurial player Arsenal have been waiting for. Eze is a difference maker. Eze is a dynamo. You think of Arsenal where they struggle at breaking down these teams when they sit deep. You need a player who can carry the ball, who can unlock the door, dribble past one or two players and make something happen. And that's why Eze is perfect for this team. Not just in them games, but he has so many attributes, so many qualities. That is exciting. All you want from a player most of the time is a player that can get you off your seat. You're thinking, this is the guy that's going to make something happen. Like I said, he's a real difference maker. Arsenal at the minute don't have too many difference makers in their team. Now, we have some fantastic players, some quality players, players that are smooth as silk. But if you're looking at this Arsenal team, where are the difference makers? You've got Bukayo Saka, who is undoubtedly a difference maker. We hope Victor Gyökeres is a difference maker. It's just we haven't seen it yet, which is fine because he's played one game. But we're hoping Gyökeres is a difference maker. We don't really have that difference maker on the left wing. Again, Trossard can pop up with moments, as can Martinelli. Declan Rice maybe has a moment in him that can change a game. Odegaard, last season, probably wasn't that difference maker. Again, all these players are brilliant. I like all of them. But if you're thinking of a real difference maker who can make something happen, maybe when you're not at your best, maybe like how Arsenal needed in the last game, when you're not at your best, but you need someone to just make the difference between going home with 1 or 0 points and going home with 3 points. And that is exactly what Eze offers this Arsenal team. Where is he going to play? I don't know, but Arteta needs to figure it out because you 100% have to get this guy in your team. You look at those 8 positions centrally that Arsenal play. You've obviously got Declan Rice and Odegaard. Both of them are brilliant. I would love to see a central midfield partnership in those 8s with an Eze and an Odegaard. Can you imagine the silk, the finesse, the panache that would be on display if both of those players are playing next to each other? Now, I'm not saying you need to drop Declan Rice, by the way. I don't know where you fit Declan Rice. Maybe Declan Rice plays and Odegaard doesn't and Eze does, or maybe the answer is you just put Eze on the left wing. There are so many different rotations you can put into this squad and you think these players are unbelievable. Like, you could have Saka on the left, Eze on the right, Gyökeres up front, Nwaneri, Odegaard, Declan Rice, Marino, Max Dowman's got to get in this squad as well. Arsenal's depth at the minute is unbelievable. If you're looking at an Arsenal squad in recent years who is capable of going on to win the Champions League and the Premier League, this is the strongest squad Arsenal have had in a very, very long time. We've had good strikers in the past. You think of Van Persie, you think of Aubameyang, but we didn't have the rest of the squad able to compete at the level to try and win them trophies. Now you're looking at that squad and I question you to try and find me a weak spot in that team. Look at the 2 goalkeepers. You've got Raya and you've got Kepa, unbelievable keepers. The defence as well. You've got Ben White, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Calafiori. Even in the number 6 position, you've got Zubamendi to play there. You've got Norgard. You've even got Declan Rice if you want to go more attacking with Eze and Odegaard. You've got Nwaneri. So many players Arsenal have got now. In recent seasons, we may have even just had a decent front 11. But when it comes to the cup game, you're having to play your best team in midweek and then on the weekend. And before long, you're going to get injuries because you're running these players into the ground. Having as many great players as you can is so beneficial. And that's exactly what Arsenal have at the minute. We've got players where you can go to a cup game midweek against the championship team, put out your second string team and you're thinking, this team's still unbelievable. It still might consist of players like Madueke, of Nwaneri. And to call these players second-team players is not an insult. I'm just saying this is how you can wrangle it. You can have, essentially, you can put out 2 first teams. These players are that good. Now, it's disappointing that Kai Havertz got injured. Like I said, he's a player that splits opinion. Not everyone rates Kai Havertz. I think Kai Havertz is brilliant. He does the role that Mikel Arteta asks of him phenomenally well. Like the work rate, and to have a player like that injured will affect Arsenal this season. Whether I like Havertz, you guys like Havertz, the workhorse, the commitment, the hunger, the desire that Havertz shows is so beneficial to this Arsenal team. You know, when we was playing United and you bring Havertz on, people were like, we're bringing off Gyökeres for Havertz. And although I did think we missed that focal point in terms of an attacking sense, booted the ball up for Havertz, he would hold on to it. And his hold-up play is so good. He's 6'5". He's a giant. He's quite strong now as well, Havertz. So Arsenal will miss that. What I think's good is I saw an interview with Gyökeres and he actually had his hold-up play as one of his best assets. So that's encouraging. So if you are in a game and you need to try and escape, kick it forward to Victor Gyökeres and he can hold it up, bring other players. This just allows, this Eze signing, you to play in so many different ways. Like the ball carrying ability we now have of Eze and Madueke, again, who people are not overly impressed with the signing. They're saying, why did we sign Madueke when we could have gone out there and signed Eze? Well, now you've seen that we've got both of them. So I don't see how people out there can now put a negative spin on this. This is only good news for Arsenal. Does this shift the title odds in Arsenal's favour? Look, I'm not willing to say Arsenal are now favourites. We absolutely have to win. Of course I want them to. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm not blind. Look at this Arsenal team now. It's phenomenal. But we still are up against Man City. You are still up against Liverpool. And you can never say you expect to win the league because it doesn't work like that. There's always variables. Things happen in a league. You could have other players getting injured. You could have other teams signing unbelievable players. It looks like Liverpool might do that as well. Although the signing of Isak now kind of seems rocky. And if Liverpool don't sign Isak, I think we're in a very good position to go on and win this league. I've actually said I don't think Liverpool will be the main team competing with Arsenal this year. I think it will be Man City. Man City are looking strong. Arsenal are looking strong. Okay, Liverpool are looking strong. All teams have their vulnerabilities, especially Liverpool. Man City, I think their defence is weaker than ours. I think our defence is the best in the league. I think in an attacking sense, there's some adaptation that needs to be had with these Arsenal players. We've got some new players and it will take time for things to gel. Mikel Arteta is trying to play a more attacking brand of football this season. We're seeing it. The ball's getting pushed forward quicker. And there will be an adaptation period. Sometimes it will be frustrating because we're used to Arsenal hanging on to the ball for so long and slowly build up. How many times over the seasons have we seen that? There's been a slow build up. Use that U around the edge of the box, wait for a chance and then try and make it happen. Arsenal are getting the ball forward quicker. We want to attack with Gyökeres. We want to give it to Madueke, who can dribble forward. And now we're going to want to give it to Eze, who dribbles forward. That's why I think the position of Eze is fascinating. Will he play centrally? Will this be the season where we go with an Odegaard and an Eze? Can you imagine them two in the 8 positions? When you're playing a team who's playing with a low block, you want to put Odegaard in there with the passing range, the silk, the quick feet to find maybe a Gyökeres in the box, or Eze in that central area who just has the dribbling and the take-on ability that is probably better than anyone in the league. That is a fascinating proposition to see them two in the middle. Or do you play him left wing and you say, no, we'll keep Rice, we'll keep that defensive solidity and that athleticism in the middle of the park that Declan Rice offers next to Martin Odegaard, and then you can play Eze on the wing with Saka on the wing and then Gyökeres. If you just look at that front three and you come up against any team in world football and they are against Eze, Gyökeres and Saka, I can tell you they are thinking this is going to be a tough night. Like, unbelievable players with unbelievable potential. This Arsenal team is in a very good position. I have not been this excited as an Arsenal fan in so long. I hope that dampens the noise with these negative Arsenal creators who are out there trying to spread negativity. I'm sure it won't. They'll find a new angle. They will want to keep continuing to get these clicks by spreading negative news. But this is unquestionably a massive move for Arsenal that does huge things for them this season. Let me know your thoughts on everything you've heard in this video. What's your thoughts on Eze finally signing for Arsenal, snubbing Tottenham, Arsenal coming in and saying thank you for doing the legwork, but the big boys are here now. We'll take over. Arsenal get Eze. Where will he play? Left wing or centrally? Thanks so much to everyone for watching and listening. Before you go, do me a quick favour. Just hit like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Gooners, have a good day.